Last video, I talked about modern car features I was loving and may I say, something to look forward to when buying a brand new vehicle. Kung gusto mong makita yon, link is in the description box below and I encourage you to watch it after you watch this video. Ngayon naman sa episode na to, ang gusto kong pag-usapan ay ang mga car features na at the time of this writing tingin ko hindi ko bibilin, and I also don't recommend for other people to buy dahil sa mga reasons na sasabihin ko later on. Don't get me wrong, I don't dislike or hate these features, I just think na hindi sila ganoon ka-relevant or ka-useful for 99% of the people, or at least dito sa bansa natin. Ito yung mga features na binabayaran mo upon purchasing the vehicle, pero parang 1% lang ang mga bumibili nito na fully na ma-maximize ang silbi nito sa mga sasakyan nila. Before I go on, kung mahilig ka sa Philippine car news and reviews, I would appreciate it if you can consider giving a like on this video and subscribing to the channel. I post one video a week sharing my thoughts and opinions regarding Philippine cars. Maliit na bagay yan para sa inyo pero napakalaking tulong yan para lumago ang channel na to so that I may also know the interests of the Filipino consumer. For context, I believe karamihan ng mga Pinoy drivers naiipit sa city traffic. And karamihan sa atin sa city driving ang madalas na ruta on our everyday lives. Yes, merong mga enthusiast and select few na sasabihin na nagamit nila ang mga features na babanggitin ko, pero let's be realistic. Most people watching this video is not part of that enthusiast group and select few. Number 1 on my list is a vehicle with 4x4 or all-wheel drive systems. 4x4 systems are usually found on pickup trucks and off-roading vehicles dahil, well, very useful sila when traveling the roads less traveled, which are usually unpaved or rough roads. On the other hand, all-wheel drive vehicles are found on performance cars kasi they need all the road traction na kailangan nila to perform at their maximum potential. Yes, useful to on slippery, wet roads as well, pero let's be realistic. Hindi mo kailangan ng all-wheel drive system when that happens. Kailangan mo lang magbagal ng takbo and you will be alright. Now, siguro the reason na masabi ko to is first, because hindi ako nag-off-road, I'm a city boy. And lalong hindi ako mabilis magpatakbo kapag basa ang daan. Takbong pogi lang. Kasi I'm cautious when the road is slippery kasi it's wet. Second thing na kaya hindi ko gusto tong mga features na to is due to the fact na they are additional components in a vehicle na pwedeng masira in the long run, and fixing them is not cheap. Masakit sa bulsa magpaayos ng 4x4 or all-wheel drive systems. Second on my list is the turbo, and kung nakapanood ka na ng ibang videos ko, nabanggit ko doon ang mga concern ko sa turbo. Similar sa 4x4 and all-wheel drive systems, additional component din tong turbo na pwedeng masira in the long run of your ownership experience. Yes, naintindihan ko naman ang purpose ng mga turbo sa mga modern cars ngayon, which is to lessen the emission and improve your fuel economy. Or at least, yun ang mga sinasabi ng mga manufacturers. Pero in reality, for economy cars, hindi ganoon ka-useful ang mga turbo. I don't want to name names pero for this one, you can check the Facebook group of race owners and you will see na halos pareho lang ang fuel consumption ng turbo against the non-turbo variants nito. Ibang usapan na lang siguro ulit for performance cars na kinakarera, pero again, that's the group of people na tinatawag na enthusiasts, which are just a handful of people and hindi kasi ako kasama dun kaya nasabi ko tong mga to. In general, a naturally aspirated vehicle is what most people will need, no need for a turbo. This might be controversial, Filipinos love this kind of engines, but yeah, I'm talking about diesel engines. For people who watch this channel, you know I still own a Toyota Innova with diesel engine, and I have lived with it for more than 8 years at this time with more than 65,000 kilometers of mileage. Yes, I love that vehicle, pero kung bibili ako ngayon ng bagong sasakyan, for sure, a feature of that vehicle is not a diesel engine. First reason is the price of diesel fuels ngayon. Konti na lang ang price difference nito with a gas, kaya hindi ko na masasabing mas mura ang mga diesel. For whatever fuel savings na makuha mo when fueling up with diesel versus a gas engine, hindi na ganun kasulit as before na almost half the price ang difference. So aside sa mas mahal na ang upfront cost when buying diesel engines, matagal na rin ang ROI ng mga to compared to a gas engine. Another reason na masabi ko kung bakit hindi na ako ganun, say, ka-in love sa diesel engines is the price of its maintenance cost. May mga nagsasabi na mas matibay ang mga diesel engines and there is no replacement for displacement kung naghahanap ka ng power. Pero again, let's be realistic. As long as alaga sa change oil ang makina, hindi magiging sarain yung mga yon. And who really needs power on city driving on a stop and go traffic? I'm not saying na diesel engines are bad. Contrary to the belief na madumi ang diesel, mas malinis na to ngayon compared to us before. In fact, meron talagang mga use cases ang diesel lalo na for hauling things. Kaya andyan pa rin ang mga pickup truck. But what I am trying to say is that there are other alternatives na gas engine vehicles na available at a lesser upfront cost and cheaper to maintain. I believe na nare-realize na to ng mga Pinoy buyers ngayon, kaya naman talagang dumarami ang benta ng mga 7-seater vehicles like the Mitsubishi Expander, Toyota Avanza, and Veloz. And let's not get started sa mga crossover vehicles na priced and drives like a sedan but with a lot of cargo space for your daily needs. Mahaba-haba ang listahan ng mga practical crossovers ngayon. What a great day to live. So that's my list. I'm sure marami-raming opinion na makuha tong video na to on the comment section down below, and while I respect your opinion, the things I have mentioned here are my opinions as well. So let's agree to disagree. But one thing is for sure, kung may kakilala kayo na tao na may balak pumili ng bagong sasakyan na merong features that I have mentioned, share this to them para magkaroon sila ng perspective sa long-term ownership and possible cost implications ng choice nila before they make their final decision. While these features are great, meron din silang downside, and everybody needs to know not just the goods but as well as the bads and the uglies na rin when owning a car with the mentioned features. That's it for this video. Kung may gusto kayong idagdag, put them in the comment section down below. So this is Kai, your driver but not so sweet lover na nagsasabing, keep calm, drive safe, and stay awesome.